Hi everyone, if you're watching the replay crew, thanks for tuning in and watching. It's a slow connect here, so it'll be a while before anyone actually tunes in. But we arrived here this morning.
Hey, did you get my text?
We were cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning for the pet sitter, so she doesn't see that we live in a dump covered in animal.
Wait, what? How it got there?
Anyways, so we got here this morning, and you know our heater didn't work, right? You know our electrical? We'll give you a rundown, okay? So, you know our electrical shorted and it nearly caught fire. We fixed that problem, and now we have the electrical working, but the panel that controls everything in the RV didn't work. So this thing didn't work. So even though we're not going to catch on fire, this thing that controls everything in the trailer, from water to fridges to taps to windows to slides to TVs to barbecues to everything, didn't work. We couldn't get it to work. So we were sitting here with no heat, and Brad was like so irritated. So irritated. So we're like, oh no. And then the door, you guys know that this is the bane of Brad's existence, right? Door doesn't close. See? Door doesn't no longer closes. We have to go like that, and the whole trailer shakes. So that was another problem. That's stage 2. Then, look. Do you guys see all those bubbles? The trailer is covered with these bubbles. Protective coating. It's all protective coating. And do you see the bubbles? The trailer's completely covered in these bubbles. Everything. And you realize this is a custom paint job, right? Because normally they come and they're like that beige color. They come in that beige color, but we had this custom painted and the decals put on. And it's bubbling. Can you believe it? It's bubbling. So that's just another problem. And the only way that they can fix it is us bringing it back. The whole trailer is covered with bubbles. Can you believe it? Okay. Poor application. Do you know how much this paint job cost and the protective coating? I don't even want to say. Like, you can buy a trailer for the cost of this. Of the actual paint job. You could buy a little trailer for the actual cost of the paint job and the protective coating. Like a small trailer. But because it was before it was just as COVID was starting and everything was still cheap at the time. Oh, so anyways, I don't know. Well, they have to fix it. But the problem is, you guys, we got to bring it in. And you know why we can't bring it in? It's because Brad does not have his license to drag it. And we have to pay for that special machine to get it in and out of here. So for us to take it in, it's going to be months. And months of being there painted. And maybe a couple $1,000 to get someone to drag it there. They'll have to reapply it, but we got to get it there, and that's at our expense. Unbelievable. But on a lighter note, Brad says, you know, this trailer, like, honestly, has been on his mind since the minute I said, hey, I want to get a trailer. I'm going to work really, really hard during COVID, and I'm going to save every cent, and I'm going to buy us a trailer. And the minute I said that, it's been on the bane of his existence. Because once we got the trailer, then we got to get the truck, and then the trailer was delivered late, and it's just like it's been nothing but headaches. It was a fiasco right from the minute we got just trying to find a place for it, and anyways. So he was so mad today. Oh my gosh. But one good piece of news. One good news. We were on the phone with the service department. Brad can't even talk to the service department anymore because he gets too mad. So I talked to the service department. So I called the service department. I said, hey, see what? I'll call the service department. I say, hey, this is what's happening. And so he gave us all these troubleshooting ideas. And he said, do you have an app? Because apparently if you hook up an app to this, you can control everything in the trailer with your app. I'm like, sweet, okay. He says, but because you're not getting power to the panel, you can't hook it up now. It's too late. So we did all the troubleshooting, and then Brad tried it anyways, and we were able to connect it, and now we have heat. We have heat. So that's good news now. Now we have heat, because we've been sitting here in blankets. Wait, can you imagine suing someone? Do you know how painful it would be to sue someone? I couldn't do it. Then you got to get a lawyer and everything. It's cheaper just to pay someone to come and fix it. Anyways, if you guys haven't seen a tour of it, this is it. I still am so proud of this thing, even though it has been nothing but problems. I'm still so proud of it. See? In our bathroom. I'm still like the most proudest trailer owner there is. But even if like we had to replace this, like this thing isn't like I could imagine if we had to drive this thing, what would break next on it? You know what I mean? Ugh. Anyways, so that's what's going on. That's what's going on here in the trailer park. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of this trailer. Do you know, not because it's kind of like, it looks like the condo that we used to own. Remember I told you we had a condo downtown Vancouver? it kind of looks like that. The one we used to own, and and the reason it looked as nice as it did was because I had inherited money from my mom, and I had it all renovated to be like beautiful, right? Like perfectly beautiful and high-end everything, solid wood cabinets and all that stuff. I put all that money into the condo, and then we had to sell it because of development or whatever. So all that money kind of disappeared, and they're tearing the building down. So they're tearing all those beautiful renovations down. But it doesn't matter about that because that's done. I made that decision. It's all okay. So I kind of look at it as this. I look at this as like my mom's now. You know what I mean? I worked really hard to get it back. Like, because it was kind of like if you renovate something and you're like, okay, we're going to be here forever. And this is kind of like, it's like my mom would have loved this or whatever. So it's kind of like that. So it's like my mom still. And I was able to get it back. I don't know. It's just something I'm super proud of. Like, so proud of. Like, people probably think I'm bragging. But I'm not really bragging. I'm just like, oh, look at what I've been able to do. Just being like, just like, when you don't have an education, and you don't have, you had kids young, you barely graduated high school, you didn't go to college, and you didn't do all that stuff, but if you work really, really hard, you can have all those things that someone who started life out right would have. Anyway, so I'm always kind of proud of that. Yeah, there's no need to be sorry. Everything's totally fine. We can adjust the plates to, that's just another thing we have to deal with. We can adjust the door. And the bubbles, I mean, I don't take it as personal as Brad does. It's just one more thing we have to deal with, right? Oh, okay, good, Linda, because I never want to come off bragging. But see this trailer over here? See this one? You know how it's just the beige, just the regular fiberglass beige? Like, that's what this would have looked like. We do work hard. We worked 5 jobs when, just so we can spoil Jensa. Yeah, it's just, the things that go wrong with it don't really bother me. It's just like another thing we have to deal with. But because Brad always has to take care of everything, he doesn't like having to do that. But anyways, on a lighter note, did you guys see the video of Izzy? She was so excited to come here. So excited. Did you see her? I posted the video. I was so proud of her because when her and Ellie used to be in the truck together, they would get excited and they'd run around in circles and they'd bark and they'd cry and they'd carry on. Probably for like 45 minutes before we even got anywhere, they would do that. They were like the worst car dogs. Oh, my stomach is actually starting to feel a little bit better, Lisa. Thanks for asking. Anyways, so when she did that little bark and yelp, it reminded me of the way she used to be. So cute. And that meant she loves it here, right? Loves it here. Yeah, Izzy loves it here. She's already gotten her hot dogs from the neighbor. The neighbor, we messaged them this weekend, said, oh, hey, are you coming down? So they came down this weekend because we're here, and so they brought Izzy some hot dogs, so. Yeah, and then What else gone on? Ugh. Cleaning. Cleaning with birds. You know how you have to clean one room, and the only room I have to clean the bird room when the birds aren't in it. Ah, that's nice, guy. You know how you have to clean. So I'm cleaning the bird room really, really well. So the birds are out in the kitchen, and they've turned it into a total disaster. I got those baby bunch carrots. No, Lisa, they're not. We're not allowed to mention them. We got those baby bunch carrots and zucchini, and they just love those baby bunch carrots. So the house is covered in carrots. So I had to put them all to bed and then start cleaning again the carrots and everything that was thrown everywhere. And then clean the cages and all that. So I couldn't get it done. So we got up early and did it today. Dishes and dishes. And I was worried about Oakley, so I stuck around long enough so that I could get Oakley out. And then the bird sitter, she worked at if you guys know, familiar with our bird sitter, she was at the clinic, or she works at the clinic, and she knows Oakley very well. And I was worried about Oakley, he's not moving enough, he's not using his whole cage, this, that, and other thing, and the sheets, and this and that, and so she double checked everything. She said that he's doing really well, and she's happy, or he looks really happy, so that's good. So Oakley's okay. I was telling her that Oakley needs his own personal assistant now. He really does need a personal assistant. Totally. We won't be able to come down here till March. And then we can set everything up again. We still have the antifreeze. We have to have the taps. Have to put antifreeze in all the water hoses and stuff. So we can't really use the water. But in March we'll come down. We won't be able to come down till March now. And then probably the end of March. And then we'll set everything up again. Yeah, so I just want to come on and have you guys check in with you guys and show you the trailer, because I know you guys like the trailer. And we'll just give you a quick tour again before I go. Let's see if it's warm. Let's see if the heat came on in here. Brad, there's no heat coming up in here. Freezing. It's freezing in here. Oh, and these are these seashells I've kept forever. They belong to my nana. Ugh. Anyways, it's full of seashells. And I've kept them for, how old am I? 50. Well, I've kept them since she died. I got her little seashell collection that she had when she go to Florida. Anyways, I wanted to spread them out here, but I don't know if I want to part. What happens if I don't? What happens if we have to leave the trailer? Then the shells are left here, and I don't have the shells anymore. Did I get more stickers? No. And those are Ellie's sunglasses. Anyways, I'll give you guys a tour. Just in case you missed the first one. Oh. Let's check out Izzy. There's Izzy. Brad, the bedroom's not warming up. Does it take a while, or?
Oh yeah, well everything is it warm anywhere in here?
Not really.
Yeah.
Maybe you should turn the heat up.
No, it's at 72. It doesn't need to be any higher than 72.
Proven full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms. Vraylar is not approved for elderly patients.
Well, I know why it's not coming on, because maybe the fireplace is telling the heater that it's warm enough.
Can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle
Anyways,
which may be permanent. High blood
so that's that.
weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, tremors,
That's
still-
lower body movements,
The heater's still going, right?
sleepiness,
No.
nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. Visit Vraylar.com
Yeah,
to see
it's still
additional
going,
side
isn't it?
effects. Ask about Vraylar. AbbVie could help you save.
What happens when you drink
That's still
rise
going.
mushroom coffee?
Where's the heat
Your
come
body
from?
feels lighter and freer. These turkey tails
That's
help
supposed
cut
to
down
be
on
coming
bloat
from
and
there.
balance your gut with prebiotics.
Yeah, it's not
and
coming out in the bedroom.
Coffee without a stomachache? Whew, much better.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough. So they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor to
Maybe I should go back and close this door in case the heat doesn't come on. Brad and I have all these blankets out.
really good Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
This pulls out into a bed.
It doesn't seem to be.
Let me close this just in case. Boom. All right, everyone. We're still fighting with the heater, I guess. What are you doing? Are you going to have fun today? Yes. Once it warms up, we can clean. Anyways, guys, thought I'd check in so you could get an update on what's going on.
Finally says double A to B cups perfect.
Everything's okay.
2 sizes bigger. Meat pepper.
Just another day in the life of the trailer owner, right? Nothing to complain about. We're pretty lucky. Izzy's here for sure. And we'll chat on Monday. Thanks for watching.